Alright, so this is something I've been working on recently for Phantom Dust. This map right here is currently called Strange City. Although I still haven't fully decided on the final name yet, I might rename it to Gravity City because in some earlier versions the jump height and gravity physics were kinda insane. Alright, so let's get into it. The goal of this project is to create new maps for both competitive play and casual. This is still a work in progress as of May 12th. And it's been a long time since I've seriously experimented with modding again. So getting back into this has fully been, pretty interesting. Right now, this version is basically the first major update. One of the biggest things I'm focused on is the spawn placement. I need to figure out exactly where players should spawn so matches feel balanced and interesting. I'm thinking either the traditional four-way corner spawns or maybe two, side by side spawns for both of the teammates. Um, yeah, and right now I'm just pretty much showcasing what the stage looks like. There's also cover spreaded throughout the map, breakable debris, a lot of environmental interaction already works. Even that massive flat screen that's embedded into the ground that still functions correctly, as you can see. Most of the destruction systems are still active, aka the debris. Um, Everything's not perfect. Ideally, I would want it to, have some areas where characters can jump and maneuver onto. The collision is currently the biggest issue. Some areas still don't have proper collision surfaces, meaning characters can fall straight through the parts of the map. You probably noticed me avoiding certain areas during this gameplay footage because some objects still aren't fully solid yet. For an example, if I throw a projectile at certain objects, like the light pole or the phone boost, you can see the attacks go right through it because the collision hasn't been fully mapped out yet. But pretty much testing all the other collision and debris on this map, and that was the main aspect of the strange city is debris. And yeah, debris is undefeated as usual, so definitely want to keep that aspect. Progress is definitely being made. A lot of collision data is tied into the stage's ALR and .dat files, so identifying and rebuilding proper collision across the map takes a lot of trial and error. And just to clarify, there are currently no new assets added into this stage. Everything you see here comes directly from the existing stage assets already inside the game files. So I'm basically rebuilding and restructuring the map using the original objects from the map itself, like the barriers, the lights, the railing, the debris, the signs. That's all the original assets from City. There are even some high up locations I want player to only be able to access using movement type skills, like skywalk, etc. Actually, I might even modify the gravity lift just to allow a higher launch than usual, similar to the one on Sign or the ruins as we call it. That would create some pretty interesting scenarios. I've only tested this map in a 1v1 so far, so whenever I have some time, I'll probably reach out to anyone interested in testing it further. And honestly, keep in mind this project is really just driven by like my personal self-interest and experimentation right now. So eventually, I do want to release a stable version. This is the example right here. Like it's not stable, as you can see, even with the camera angle. You can see underneath the map. So yeah, and this projectile goes right through. That's why I haven't specifically went over there. Yep, it's been a while. Just testing all the debris that I have placed. Kind of missed that one. There we go. At this point, this project is honestly just something I enjoy doing. It's part experimentation, part preservation, and part me just wanting to see how far I can push the game creatively. So if you have any ideas for the map, gameplay, or spawn placements, just leave a comment below, hit me up, or join the Discord. My Discord is usually where I post most of my modding progress before it goes anywhere else. Anyway, thanks for watching. Expect more updates soon.